CEO and co-founder of Mainstar Retirement here in New York. So what do we do? We buy older adults' homes and we offer them a guaranteed monthly lifetime income as payment. But to take a step back, what is the problem that we're addressing here? The problem is that more than half of the senior population in the US do not have enough savings for retirement. So 30 to 40 million people will run out of their savings, which is just a terrible prospect. And we have a solution for that using their home equity. So what we offer them is we buy their homes, we pay part of the equity value upfront, and we also give them monthly guaranteed income from that point. We take over maintenance, we take over property tax and property insurance. The market that we are targeting here is certainly huge. Just the senior residential real estate market is a $4 to $5 trillion. But if we concentrate on urban, suburban homes and our specific target customers, people without children or people with financial need, that's still a $75 billion per year market. I'll explain the business logic in a second, but we are planning to charge a 3% fee. So we have the revenue potential of $3 billion annually. So what is happening in the background? How do we bring this desirable product to life? We have two partners, a home rental company and an insurance company. So what happens is we have a client with, let's say, a home worth $300,000. The client sells the home to our home rental partner who pays the spot home value. So let's say $300,000. We use part of that cash to give the equity extraction to the client. So let's say 10% of the home value, $30K upfront, and give that client a guaranteed monthly income of $1,000 until their lifetime. But we also use part of the home value extracted and put that into an annuity product of an insurance company. So with that proceeds of the annuity, we can pay the home rental company the monthly home rental fee of the client. So the client gets the lifetime rental in return at the end. And we charge about a 3% fee for this customer acquisition. And then we just set up this self-sustaining model. On the team, there's myself. I have a consulting background, was with McKinsey before, and I just graduated from Columbia MBA here in New York. But I also have this personal founding story that I've seen this product work in Europe. So I have firsthand experience how this works. And I have a co-founder who's a software engineer in San Francisco, who is an ideal co-founder for me because he used to work for Adepar, which is a fintech company, and then Opendoor, which is a prop tech real estate tech company. So he's in the intersection of both. Just highlighting the end goal here, what we're working towards is to be the financial backbone of retirement for the middle class. So that's our ultimate goal, to be as big with home equity extraction as 401k or Social Security is at the moment. You might ask if this is the right time to bring this product to market, and it absolutely is. There has never been a better time because with coronavirus and a potential recession, a lot of savings are wiped out, lost stock and bond savings. Real estate prices will probably be falling in the next year or 2 years. And, that's exactly the right time when you want to start building a portfolio of homes. And there is a clear shift in preferences from senior, care homes to aging at place. And that's exactly what we offer our clients to do. So that was it from my side.
Okay. Finished early. Perfect. All right. We have extra 30 seconds or so for questions.
Use that for questions for sure. There'll be tons of questions, I'm sure.
I'll open it up to the investors.
Sure. It's funny. I'm actually looking at this space right now. A lot of interesting things going on here. From my perspective, there's only one thing that really matters here. It's customer acquisition. So how are you thinking about that?
Sure. So in the beginning, what we want to do is a lot of things that don't scale. Our first target market is Florida, Tampa, to be specific. So we just fly there and start talking to people at the grocery store or at a cafe. I've started that in New York and New Jersey before COVID. Now, obviously, that's not possible, but that's just how you get going. Later on, we deeply believe in direct-to-consumer and digital customer acquisition. 60% of these seniors are on Facebook. 10% of them are even on Instagram. So, we've tested Facebook ads and Google ads with just a couple $1,000, and we have pretty nice conversion rates to our site. We have an online site that gives you an offer if you type in your age and home value. So that's how we want to get going. Eventually using agents or B2B2C like credit unions is also a potential go-to-market strategy.
Thanks.
It looks like you'll have some price risk because you'll be paying equity based on a spot value and then projecting a, exit value that's uncertain. So
Yeah.
how do you think about hedging the portfolio or otherwise mitigating that risk?
Sure. So actually, this is already a de-risked business model that we have here. The first time I pitched in this way, originally, we would have taken the homes to our own balance sheet and just get structured finance for it. That's not the case anymore. We actually sell the home to our home rental partner, let's say Invitation Homes or American Homes for Rent. So they buy, and they routinely buy these homes. So that's what they do. They just buy the home on the spot value. This way we get rid of the real estate price risk. And with the insurance partner and annuity, we also get rid of the actuarial risk. Does that make sense, or does it answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
So what's stopping someone who buys his property from selling it from out underneath the former owner, once the market starts to accelerate?
Sure. So the way we put the legal framework in place is that the clients have the lifetime right to renting that property. That's called an estate right. So that's just how we set up the legal framework to have a lifetime right to rent at a certain price, and we cover that price with the insurance company.
Hey,
And-
Thomas.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Congrats on your MBA. Mine kind of piggybacks on Scott's. My biggest fear between taking some reverse mortgages from Europe and moving them to the US is tenant rights in the US are pretty significant. And there could be some estate and title battles here.
Yeah.
Is that just all deferred to the home rental company?
Yeah, but also I would actually flip. I mean, you're absolutely right, but I would flip that and say that's an awesome thing. So the fact that tenant rights are strong, and that's awesome. And that's also why we want to start in Florida, where they're particularly strong for certain legal frameworks, because we want to make sure that our clients are never, foreclosed on, and that they have the right to stay in the home, because we want to bring like a very ethical product to the market, unlike reverse mortgages. So the fact that in Florida, we can set up a legal structure where clients can stay in the home, like no matter what, that's exactly what we want to make sure that, this really serves their best interest, and, they never get foreclosed on or get thrown out. What do you think?
I think that's a great answer.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions real quick before we?
Yeah, just a
wrap up?
couple.
Yeah.
So am I understanding that the 3% that you talked about, is that going to come from the annual rent is that how you'll be making a profit?
We just take that off first thing from the total sale price.
Sale price.
So the total sale price is $300,000. We just take 3% of that, so $9,000 or $10,000, and we take that to cover our customer acquisition cost and to make a margin. We charge this flat fee. Going forward, we can surely take an upside with a slightly different model. We can take an upside of either of the home appreciation, or if eventually we can get lower cost of financing, we can make a bigger spread. But to get going, we'll just just charge the home rental company this 3% customer acquisition fee.
Thank you.
I have a last question. I would love to hear from Tomas in your own words, what you think are the two biggest risks to executing and getting to your next milestones for your business.
Sure. So what we are doing now is assembling a wait list of customers and getting home rental partners to help us. And there are some risks on both sides. So while we have some nice traction with clients, it's not easy to go digital first now. And it's actually in this environment, it's hard to get clients just digitally due to COVID. The second, on the home rental company front, you know, we have some meaningful conversations going on, but you know, sometimes it's hard also to align interests. And you know, we are a small startup, whereas home rental companies many of them are listed companies with tens of thousands of homes. So there's a bit of bargaining power difference there.
Appreciate the honest answer.